Have you caught wind of the latest upheaval on The View? Honestly, it feels like every single week this show finds a new way to unravel. What was once a shining beacon of morning talk shows has now become something entirely different. A roller coaster of sharp opinions, awkward pauses, and enough drama to fill a soap opera's 10-season arc. Let's rewind to the glory days. Remember when The View was must-see TV? Yeah. It wasn't just a talk show, it was the talk show. It brought wit, wisdom, and a delightful mix of viewpoints that made your morning coffee taste better. Those panel discussions felt like conversations you'd have with your friends. Spirited, but never hostile. It was balanced, compelling, and surprisingly fun. Fast forward to now, and it's like we're watching a completely different show. Gone are the lively debates that once fueled our mornings. Instead, the stage is filled with tension so thick you'd need a chainsaw to cut through it. These days, every episode feels like a masterclass in discomfort. The ratings? They're plummeting faster than my New Year's resolutions in January. Viewers are tuning out, advertisers are raising eyebrows, and the network is scrambling for answers. Which brings us to Bob Iger. Disney's CEO already has a mountain of challenges on his plate. From streaming wars to theme park controversies, and now he's got The View adding to his woes. He must feel like a rodeo cowboy trying to wrangle a herd of wild bulls, only he's got no rope and no backup. Keeping this show afloat while addressing its growing controversies might just be one of the toughest acts of his career. Amidst all this turmoil, one name keeps rising to the top of the chaos. Sunny Hostin. Oh, Sunny, let's talk about her for a moment. She's become the polarizing figure on the panel. Love her or hate her, you can't ignore her. Her commentary is bold, no doubt about it. Bold enough to light up the stage like a 4th of July fireworks display. But lately, it feels like she's been turning up the heat to ghost pepper levels. Sunny's opinions are sharp and unfiltered, and while that makes for memorable TV, it's also putting her on thin ice with Disney and ABC. And this isn't just your average ice, it's the kind that's already cracking, groaning, and threatening to shatter completely. The audience is split. Some admire her unapologetic candor, while others think she's pushing boundaries too far. Either way, she's become a lightning rod, and the storm clouds over her position are growing darker by the day. As the drama continues to unfold, one can't help but wonder, what's next for The View? Can it rediscover its former magic, or is it destined to remain trapped in this chaotic cycle? One thing's for sure, whether you're watching for the commentary or the controversy, this is one talk show that refuses to stay out of the headlines.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
But what exactly is Sunny bringing to the table that's igniting even more buzz? Her recent on-air remarks have taken the drama to a whole new level, leaving everyone talking and tongues wagging. Let's dive into the specifics of Sunny's latest statements that have everyone on edge. Check out this clip to see firsthand how she's stirring the pot and setting the stage for more headline-making moments.
We don't like what was said about Puerto Rico, and we know how to take the trash out, Donald Trump. Trash that has been collecting since 2016, and that's you, Donald Trump. And finally, my fellow Puerto Ricans, Trash Collection Day is November 5th, 2024. Don't forget it.
They haven't just ruffled a few feathers, they've sent those feathers flying straight into the executive boardroom. When you're part of Disney's prized asset, The View, you can bet the higher-ups are paying close attention. Here's the scoop. Disney and ABC have finally reached their breaking point. What does that mean? They've slashed Sunny's annual salary from a hefty $8 million down to $5 million. Starting in 2025, Sunny and Disney, the Netflix deal starting in 2025. That's a staggering $3 million reduction, a major setback, and those generous raises she was slated to receive, the ones that would have bumped her earnings up to $12 million, consider them null and void. It's like being promised a decadent, multi-layered cake only to have it snatched away before you can take a single bite. But the hits keep coming. Disney and ABC have also barred her from making guest appearances on other shows to rake in additional income. So that's unusual, essentially. She's been grounded. Instead of parental figures scolding her, it's the Disney executives firmly saying, "Nope, not happening, Sonny." Why the sudden crackdown? Insider reports indicate that Disney and ABC are placing the blame squarely on Sonny, holding her responsible for The View's declining ratings. And let's be real, that's a hefty accusation. The View has always been a battleground of diverse opinions, with each host sparking their own Twitter storms. However, it appears Sonny's actions have outpaced even Whoopi Goldberg in the keeping producers up at night category. This intense shift not only highlights the immense pressure within the show's leadership, but also underscores the high stakes involved in maintaining The View's reputation. But this is where it gets crazy. This leadership underscores the high stakes involved in maintaining The View's reputation. As Disney and ABC navigate through this turmoil, everyone's watching to see how Sonny will respond to these significant changes and what it means for the future of the beloved morning talk show.
We know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
Of course, Sonny isn't staying silent about this. Far from it, she's furious. She's retaliating with allegations of sexism, racism, and misogyny. Whether you take her side or not, she's playing those accusations like a poker master, going all in at a Vegas table. It's a bold bet, but that's just Sonny for you.
Hostin over at The View had some choice words for Brittany Mahomes, who's married to the other Mahomes guy who plays for the Chiefs. She had the temerity to like a Trump post online, and she's been taking shit for it ever since. She wound up posting this defensive tweet saying, God, people are like, you gotta settle down. Like, go be a better person and don't jump all over people for just random stuff.
Meanwhile, Bob Iger and the Disney team seem unfazed. They're standing their ground, probably thinking, great, another crisis to handle. Let's be real, Disney has a lot on its plate right now. Between the struggling streaming service, declining park attendance, and now this View mess, I can't imagine how Bob gets any sleep. But back to Sonny. The gossip is intense and juicy. Word is, ABC is seriously considering letting her go. Yep. The firing talk is now in the mix. They're even contemplating bringing in someone new, someone who might shake things up and challenge Whoopi and Joy's perspectives. Good luck finding that, right? Meanwhile, as Sonny fights to keep her position, she's doubling down on her bold opinions. Reports say execs asked her to dial it back, and she responded with, "Nope, not happening." You can almost hear her declare, "Nobody tells me what to do." Finally getting there, dial it back, and she responded with, "Nope, not happening." You can almost hear her declare, "Nobody tells me what to do." Here's the kicker. Sonny might need to update her resume because, honestly, her future looks uncertain. But let's take a step back. Is Sonny really the issue here? After all, The View has always thrived on controversy, hasn't it?
Is now the person that's going to be the chief law
Let me say
enforcement?
that she was on television. You know, that's the primary
She's not for television.
requisite. Look, I've known her. At least, listen, everything in life is relative,
Election
people.
denialism is a very big...
People used to flock to The View for the drama. It was like a daytime soap opera, but with coffee cups instead of romantic entanglements. The issue is, somewhere along the line, the magic formula fizzled out. Instead of fostering meaningful dialogue, it's become one colossal dumpster fire. Viewers are disengaging, advertisers, they're fleeing the scene. And Bob Iger, poor guy's left trying to bail out a sinking ship. Honestly, the entire network resembles one of those whack-a-mole games. Solve one issue, and another springs up. First The View, then Jimmy Kimmel Live, followed by Good Morning America. Can this guy catch a break? So what's the bottom line? Sunny is reaping the fallout of her actions, and The View is entrenched in a full-blown identity crisis. Disney is scrambling to revamp things, but will it suffice to rescue the show? At this stage, The View feels like it's well past its prime. And Sunny, she's merely the latest symbol of a show and a network that can't seem to navigate their own challenges. What's your take? Is Sunny the antagonist here? Or is she just the newest victim of The View's gradual downfall?